Right, hi everyone. Today we're going to be looking at while loops in Python. This is actually us getting into National 5 type stuff. So of course we'll cover this again in fourth year, but I want to do this in third year just so we've kind of got a head start because we're doing really well in class and the work I've been seeing, so we're going to kind of keep rolling with that. But today is about while loops, and we're going to look at how to make something repeat until a condition is met. Basically, we've done if statements so far, which is conditions. So it's like if something happens, do this. And then we've done fixed loops, which is you make it do something again and again. Think of it, a while loop, as these two things having a weird baby as such. So what it will do is it doesn't repeat a certain amount of times, like it won't repeat 100 times or whatever. Instead it will repeat infinity times really until you get what you want from the condition, until your condition is met. So it'll keep repeating it until it is correct, the condition is correct. So I've got an example here of what a while loop looks like. So we've done this age program type thing before where we did age. If age is less than 17, it'll say too young, but then if you wanted to re-enter it, you would have to start the whole program again. What this program will do is, if you type in your age, so it's about driving, that's why if it's less than 17. So if you say you're 10 years old, obviously you can't drive. So you type in 10 here, and then it'll say if or while age, which is 10, is less than 17. Well, that's true, so you go inside the loop and it'll say too young, re-enter your age. Now let's say you type in 12 this time. So you go around here, you get to here, so you type in 12 here, goes here, while 12 is less than 17. Well, if you're 12, that is less than 17, so you get stuck in this loop again. You try again, you type in 14. Is 14 less than 17? Yeah, it is. And it won't let you escape. It will keep asking again and again and again until you type in a number bigger than this. So if you type in 45, well, 45 is not less than 17. So what it does is it actually skips this bit of code and it will say you are old enough to drive. You know what? I'll get the bit of code that I've made up that shows that working. So here it is. This one's slightly different. It will say what your age is. So enter age, let's say 10, too young to drive, re-enter age, 14, too young to drive. I'll enter my age. I am old enough to drive. So that is how it kind of works, and it will go on over and over and over again. So right, this one, this is just to show you kind of how it hasn't disappeared. You know what? So if the user types in 5, it's going to say try again because it's looking for a number less than 10. If you type in 9, it's going to say try again. If you type in 12, it will get to this escape the loop. Now I like using that word escape the loop because normally you want to get out of a while loop eventually. And this wasn't meant to be popped up already, but if you get to 10, it will of course say try again because it's got the equal sign there. If it didn't have the equal sign, it would say escape the loop. Most common use of a while loop is going to be what I'm about to show you now. So we've looked at these operators already, the equals than sign, the greater than sign, and whatever. But there's one more we haven't used, and it's similar to this equals sign, but it is the not equal sign. So it will keep repeating as long as something is not equal to it. So it's just an exclamation mark, then an equal sign, and the way it works, let's say you got this example. We want to get the month. The month is May. We want the month to be May. If you ask the user what month is it, it'll say while ask month is not equal to, well, May, it will keep asking you again and again and again and again until you eventually guess the correct month. It's probably better if I just show you one of these working. So on the worksheet, it's worksheet 13. This is all on Teams, but I've also emailed it you all the worksheets just in case you can't see it on Teams. If we look at these two, that's what we looked at. Task 2 is very similar. I want to look at this one. This is the example. Are you bored yet? It will keep asking you whether you are bored until you say yes. That is the answer. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it'll keep asking you until you write in yes. If the answer is not yes, it will ask you again. I know that's a bit of a weird thing to think about it. If it's not equal to yes, but you get used to it soon. So, are you bored yet? No. No, 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 no. It will ask you infinity times. It doesn't matter what you type in, it will keep asking you the same question until you type in yes. Even if you do yes capital letters, doesn't count. It needs to be yes lowercase because that's how I've written it. And then when you finally type in yes, it'll give you the message you want. Congrats on being bored. And that's really it. Now, the one thing I do want to point out before I finish this video is the most common mistake people make, and that is, so you answer your initial question here, but they forget to repeat the question here, so you have it like that. And what happens here is it'll say, are you bored yet? And then it will say, well, if it's not here, you'll go inside the loop, but there's nothing in the loop. So what happens is, oh, it's not even gonna let me do it. Or you know what, a better way is if, say I just write, well, another mistake, you know what, print are you bored yet, rather than asking them the actual question. So if you do that, if I just write no, it will do it infinity times until the computer, it won't break your computer, but it will do it until your computer just breaks years from now. It will not stop going. So you don't really want that. You need to give your while loop a way to escape. So make sure you don't miss out the question that is here. Let's task this one here. Task 4, very similar. Password, you're just changing a few little bits there. Task 5 is just think of a number and you're going to guess what it is. And next week we're going to be looking at doing this but with random numbers instead. Task 6 is something that we saw in the last lesson with running totals. So I've started off the first half for you. You need to add this to a running total and it will keep asking you how much fuel you've got until you get more than your max capacity of 40 litres. This is just a little extension to task 6, and this is a double password question. That's the extension task. It's a little bit tricky, but I'm sure quite a few of you will be able to do it. Right, I guess that's it. If there's any questions, please message me on Teams or email me. Right, bye.